Hello there and welcome back to the channel. My name is Charfaoui Younes, and in this video we'll do a tutorial about RecyclerViews and DiffUtil. RecyclerViews usually display some sort of lists that are part of almost every Android application in the real world. Lists hold a lot of information, so it is important to provide smooth experience when scrolling through the list. Okay, when scrolling to the list, and also when its content is updated. So DiffUtil come handy here. DiffUtil is a utility class that calculates the difference between two lists and output a list of update. So its main use is for this update. Okay, so let's say for example that we have an Android application that fetches some posts from the API, and then after a short period of time we need to update this post list for just some new or two new posts or two. So DiffUtil can help us figure out what is the updates to send to the RecyclerView. Okay, so this is the main use of DiffUtil. Great. So the first thing is to show an Android project. We will start with an Android project. I already start with one here. So basically I have an activity, and this activity contains a recycler view that has a linear layout manager. So basically each recycler view need a layout manager. It can be linear layout manager, it can be grid layout manager. Okay, so and also I have a person model. This person model is simple data Kotlin class. It has an ID, a name, and an age. Okay, in the layout of the activity main, as you can see, there is recycler view here, and this recycler view holds a list of persons. Now this layout is here, item person. It has simple three text views. Here is the first text view, the second text view, and the third one. Okay, the first text view shows simply the ID, the second shows the person name, and the last one shows the age. Great. In the main activity, there is a function that creates a random person list to display in our recycler view. Okay, so you need just to copy and paste this function in order to follow with the video. So in order to create the adapter with DiffUtil, we will proceed like the following. First, let's create just simple package as adapters. Okay. Second thing is to create Kotlin class. Let's call it person adapter. Great. Great. Now, the first thing is to extend from the list adapter. Okay, this one. And it has two parameters or two generic types. The first one is our model we are presenting here, and the second is the view holder. We will create the view holder now. We'll call it person view holder. Okay, let's just import this one, and here inside it let's create a class called person view holder. Great, let's import it also. This person view holder need to extend from the recycler view dot view holder. Okay, like that. And one last thing, this view holder needs a view as parameter, so we need to get view from here. Okay, let's call it a view. Great. Now this list adapter, there is a problem with list adapter. We'll click on Alt and Enter. The principal implementation. Let me see. Let's first implement the members. Okay, these are the members. Now the list adapter require a parameter here, which is the DiffUtil utility. Create Ctrl P to see the parameter. As you can see, it needs an item callback. So we will create this class also. Let's create a class called person DiffUtil. Okay, or let's call it diff callback DC. And this one should extend from, let's just delete this parenthesis, DiffUtil dot item callback. We will need to provide the generic type, which is person. Okay, now let's create it. We will have to implement two methods, which are these ones. First are items the same, and second are content the same. If you go to the documentation, you will see that if you go here, this method is called to check whether the two items have the same data, whereas this method also check whether two objects represent the same item. So they are different in what they are representing. So in order to implement this, we will just return a boolean. Are items the same or are counted the same? In the case of item the same, we will return when the old item ID is the same as the new item ID. Because by the ID, we can know whether the items are the same or not, just by looking of their IDs. The second one, we'll have to do a full comparison. We'll need to compare the age and the ID and also the name. Lucky for us, there is a method called equals in the Java and in the Kotlin world. And in the Kotlin world, you can do just old item double equal new item. Why? Because the data class will generate the code for the equals. Usually, if you are doing Java, we could do this. You can do equals if the first item equal the second item. But since we do it using Kotlin, we can just remove it. Great. We can make this code look much better. We can delete this, and this one. We will do just an equal here. Okay. We can also delete this one, this one, this one, and equal. Great. Now, having this class, we can just put it here as we are creating it. Great. So we need two more methods to implement. The first one is to create and inflate the view, and the second is to bind the data to the view holder. So let's get started. Here we need to do first. We need to create the view, val view equal. We'll use layout inflator. We need the context. Well, since you have a parent, this view group, and every view has a context, you can do parent.context. Okay, that's the first thing. There is two parameters. We need to do inflate r.layout. We need to import r.itemPerson. Okay, second parameters are the parent and false. False, do not attach it to the root. This is the view. Now we will return our person view holder with that view. Okay, that's simple. Here is our person. We need to, okay, I will move it down like that. Great. The next thing is to bind the item to the view holder. Great. So we'll use the holder to bind it with. Here is the trick. We will do a method called getItem, because the list adapter will make an inner list of the persons that we will submit later. Okay, so we need to get item.person.position, and we need to create this method also with not nullable person, and we will bind it. So how we will bind it? Basically, we have three text views. So we will search for each text view and just bind it. I'm not using here data binding, so we'll have to do that manually. We'll need item view dot find view by ID. It will be a text view r.id dot person ID text view. Its text will be equal to the item dot ID, but we need to convert it to a string. Okay, so we will duplicate this line 3 times. This will be person name text view, and this one will be person age text view. The name will equal to simply the name, and the age will be equal to the age. Great. Now we have a full running adapter. Okay, now it's time to link it to the main activity. So here we will do two steps. First, we need to create a global variable for the person adapter. Adapter will be equal to person adapter. Okay, that's the first thing. This will be equal to a person adapter like so. Now, after we have this person adapter, we should do the following. We should do adapter equal to person adapter. Okay, this person adapter is our global variable, and this adapter is the inner variable of the recycler view. Okay, there is a difference. Okay, so next we will simply add some persons to the list. We will do it like the following. We will choose person adapter, and this person adapter has a method called submit list. Okay, so the lists will just create it randomly. Okay, so this is all we need. So this method do a simple thing. It will generate a random number, and it will loop through this number, create a random UID, random age, and add it to the list. Okay, so basically it will work like normal. Let's check it. Great, and as you can see, it is working like normally. This is simple recycler view with the DiffUtil. Okay. Next, we can automate this process by creating an adapter to make all these things. Okay, so I will link in the description two adapters and templates. The first one is in Kotlin and the second one is in Java. Okay, so basically this is a template that will do most of the work. Okay, most of the work of the template, most of the work of the adapter. Okay, so we will show how to add it. First, go and copy this one, then go back to your Android Studio, click on File, go to Settings, and here search for Editor and go to File Code and Templates. You can get it here, or you can go to File, New, and here choose Edit File Templates. Okay, this is much faster. Click on the plus sign here and let's call it list adapter Kotlin, and let's change its extension to KT and just paste everything here and click OK. Now we'll try to create the same adapter using this template. Click on the adapter package, new, and choose list adapter Kotlin. Okay, this is me using the template previously, and for the sake of example, I'm using this one. Click on it. It will ask for several parameters. What is the name of the file? It is person adapter 2. Okay, because we have the first one. The second is the view holder class. We'll call it person view holder. The third one is the model class, which is person in our case. And lastly, the layout, which is item person. Okay, and click OK. And as you can see, most of the work has been done. Now import the person, import layout. The bind will still need to have some process here, and we also need to add this line. So basically we will do just copy paste from the first adapter, this one, and the second one, and lastly this. And as you can see, this is much more faster. We will just change the adapter here to be the 2, and this one will be the 2, and go. And here you go. DiffUtil is working correctly as expected. You can do the same thing with Java. It will ask for the same parameters and the same arguments. So this is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. If you learned something, please leave a comment and like and subscribe to this channel if you like the content to support us. Thank you very much and see you in the next video.